Hey guys, this is Eve with Scrapbooking with me, and this is, I think, our 4th week of the Cricut tutorials, and today we're going to talk about the Weld feature. And your Weld is right, let me get it where to highlight, right there. That is your Weld feature. There's lots and lots of different things that you can do with that Weld feature, but we're just going to show you a couple of examples and kind of get you started from there. We've just put some hearts, since it's getting close to Valentine's Day. We put some hearts out on our screen, and we're just going to do some welding with these hearts, and then maybe with this love you. To weld, you have to have at least 2 images, or 2 somethings, 2 letters, 2 images, 2 somethings. You can't just weld one because there's nothing to weld to it. So we're going to take this heart and make it a little bit larger. And then we're going to take this heart, and I want to put it about right there. They have to be touching. So they've got to be, you can just put them just barely touching like that, but as long as they're touching, but they have to be touching a little bit. So we're going to put that one right there, and I'm just using this line right here to line up my 2 hearts on either side. So once you have them touching like that in the position that you want, you make sure that one of them is highlighted like that. Hold down your shift key, click on the next one, and the next, whoops, shift key, there we go. Make sure that the box is around all 3 of them, and then hit the weld. Now you see they're all together, they're welded together. So when it cuts, it will cut out this just as it looks on the screen right there. So that is one of the weld features. Let's do a little bit more. Okay, let's say we wanted to put this heart way up here at the top, like that maybe, and then this one down here like that. So then just click on one of the hearts or one of the images, click on the next one, and then the last one. Make sure the box is around all of them, and then hit weld. When it changes the colors of them like that, then you know you've got them all welded together, and it's going to cut just like it looks on your screen. Okay, let's go back. Take that off for a minute. Let's move these down here. And now I've got this love you, and it's all attached together, but I want to kind of separate it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it like that, go down here to ungroup, hit ungroup. Now, right now, if you look over here to the right hand side, you'll notice that all of these are individual. That means that all of these are ungrouped, and that's not exactly what I want. I want my love and my you to stay together. So I'm going to click on that Y, hold my shift key down, click on the O and the U, and then I'm going to go back down here and hit group. So now when I move it, all of those are together. But if you notice the love, see, I can just move that E around, and I don't want that. I want the word to be attached together. So I'm going to click on the L, the O, the V, and the E, and then hit group. So that way it's all attached again. Okay, we can show you one other thing on the weld. If you notice, all of our letters are separated. They're not attached together. And if you want all of these letters to be attached, okay, first off, you're going to have to ungroup them because you're going to need to move them just a little bit. I'm going to move that over until it's just touching that L, if you want that attached. That one over till it is just touching that O, and then move that E over, just touching the V. There we go. And then you're going to select them all. So my L, O, V, and E. and then I'm going to click Weld. Okay, now they're all welded together, and when that cuts out, it's going to cut out as one word. It's not going to cut out with individual letters. It'll cut out as one word. So I like that part of it, because if you're wanting one word to cut out for a title or something, you don't have to cut each one of them individually. Okay, this is where the weld feature, I think, comes in handy. And let's just say this is a card base, and you're wanting to cut a circle or a heart, you want to make a shaker card, whatever. We're going to use the heart for an example, but you could use a circle, a star, just whatever you wanted to. So we're going to put the heart over the middle of that, just kind of center it up, and then we're going to select the heart and the square, and then we're going to do slice. Okay, now we have a card base that has a heart out of it. Then we also have the two other hearts over here if we want them. But as you can see, when it cuts, it's going to cut this square out, and it's going to cut that heart out of the center. I really like that, because if you're wanting to make shaker cards or whatever, this comes really in handy. Now, if you have an image like this and you want to have the writing on that image, of course you can do that by just simply putting this love on top of that, putting your word, whatever it might be, on top of your image, and then you're going to leave that selected. Hold your shift key down, select that one, and then you're going to click attach. So what that's going to do is that's attaching those together. So when this cuts out, this is either going to cut or print depending on what you have chosen over here. Now if you look right now, it has the scissors beside that love. But if you click on those scissors and change that to write and black, then you'll see that it's going to write that love on top of that heart instead of cut it out. So that's a really good feature. I use that quite a bit. But now if you wanted, let's just go back. Okay, if you wanted this love to actually cut out of the middle of this heart, let's make it a little bit larger so we can see what's going on here. So let's just say we wanted that heart and we wanted that love cut out of the middle of it. Then select the love and then select the heart and go over here and click slice. And it is going to cut that out now. So you have this one already over here that you can use, and then it'll cut this heart out with that love cut out of the center. That's really important too. I love using that feature. Okay. All right, guys, that is it for today. Next week, we'll do sink and flatten and contour. So watch for those next week. If you have any questions on the slice or the weld feature, leave them in the comments below and I will be happy to answer them. We're getting a little bit more in the advanced stage of all of this, so each week we'll do a little bit more and a little bit more. There's nothing on this Cricut design space that's hard. It's just a matter of kind of paying attention and knowing what you're looking for and what you want. But next week we'll get a little bit more into the sink, flatten, and contour features. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.